Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is YesterGames and today we are back with a new video here. This video is going to be all about me explaining why I've decided to restart the CAW Universe Mode CAW League, or just Universe Mode, whichever you want to call it. Now, while I'm explaining this, I'm going to also be creating this CAW. This is going to be Jack Smith. I'm keeping all the YouTube subscriber CAWs except this one. I accidentally deleted Jack Smith when I was deleting all of my own personal CAWs, so I decided to remake him during this video. All I've really done is I changed his body. I've given a couple of tattoos, and I mean facial, deformation, that stuff. But I haven't given him any attires or anything. It's just been the tattoos, and that's really like all that I've really given him. I give him all these. I like these tattoos. That one right there is a body tattoo. That's in the game by default. But these other tattoos, these are cool tattoos. I like these. Alright, so anyway, getting into this, I'm going to be running down the reasons of why I decided to restart the universe mode. There are 5 core reasons. I'm going to be listing all those off. I'm explaining slowly, well not slowly, but probably as quickly as possible why this is an issue and why I'm going to be restarting it. And these are in no particular order. There are just 5. I'm just going to list them off in the order I list them off. It's not a top 5 or anything of that nature. So anyway, getting into this video, well, the reasons at least. The first reason why I've decided to restart the universe mode is because the storylines that I've created are absolute crap. Well, okay, I take that back. Not absolute crap, but overall they're just not very good and they're not enjoyable for me. I don't think I've done a very good job making stories, and some of that's my fault because I haven't really given myself the best ability to do so, or not the best, yeah, well, I guess opportunity is a better word, the better opportunity to do so. Before I decided to restart, I was doing 5 matches on one show. That wasn't gonna work, because I would have needed maybe 2 to 3 promos in an episode, and to get across whatever it is I'm trying to get across, if I'm trying to make a storyline work, or if I'm trying to push an idea of some type, I'm going to need more than a good couple minutes, which is what I was going for. So the storylines that I was using weren't really fleshed out very well. They weren't coming across very nicely. I actually liked the side stories that I was developing. Maybe it's because I didn't put as much work into them, so they were easier to define, as opposed to the main stories. And an example of this would have been for WCW, a main story would have been BGZ versus the Kingdom, or the Masked Man versus Adam Steele, and a side story would have been Doc Adams' undefeated streak. That would have been, I don't like this beard. I like the side stories because I wasn't really putting a whole lot of work into them. They were there, and you could obviously tell what was going on because I said it. It was very explicit. It was being pushed in your face. There was no need for a promo to be had. If I wanted to have one, I could have, but there was no need for it. But when it comes to the main stories like BGZ, ooh, that's a nice looking beard right there. But when it comes to the main stories, like BGZ versus the Kingdom, Adam Steele and the Masked Man, Kevin Magic, and basically anybody, because he was the world champion, it wasn't working because I needed a promo. I needed a promo to make this work, to get across whatever it is I'm trying to get across, and I needed a significant amount of time for that promo, which was hard to do with 5 matches in a show, making it all work. It just wasn't going to work out very well, which it didn't, which is why I'm going to restart. I'm trying to this time around, I'm going to give them tights, make the storylines better so that you guys can understand them better. If you could understand them before, that's good, that's fine. I just don't think that it was very well put together, so that's an issue, because the whole point of me doing the universe mode is to have some nice stories so that you can just enjoy watching them. And if the storylines aren't being portrayed very well, if they're not being seen as very, if they're not being seen and looked at with maybe not complete transparency, but maybe about like 65, just so you can understand what's going on, then I basically failed. So I do want to change that, which is the reason I'm restarting, just so I can get some better storylines and better storyline development, and as well as character development. It just wasn't going very well the way I was doing it. Uh, so that is a reason for why I am choosing to restart it. I don't need to be in this section anymore. Now moving on to the second reason is my cause. I deleted all of my own personal cause. I deleted Jack Smith as well, but that was a mistake. He was not supposed to be deleted. I deleted all of my personal cause. I deleted my own personal justice before the car showcase video I released a couple days ago. I deleted Adam Steele, Alpha Green, Drake Adams. I deleted a lot of people because I wasn't happy with how they looked for a series of reasons we'll get into in a minute, and I wanted to restart it. Now, the reasons why I weren't happy with it is because they just weren't coming out very well. I used to make a call a little bit more. I was kind of more strict about what I would want, and I'm being more liberal now. And it wasn't turning out good. I would make a call with an idea in mind, which is good, which is good. You should have an idea with an idea in mind. Although where I think I messed up was I was having ideas for storylines. I was having ideas for things that he would do, which I don't think I thought about in the moment. You can't just jump into that. You have to build up to that. So until you get to that point, what he's doing or what he's wearing doesn't make any sense. Which I thought about looking at it, and it kind of sucked. So what I'm doing now is with my cards, I'm making them a little bit more general, not generic by any means, but a little bit more general so that they can fit a circumstance. Just a liberal card. He could be a face, he could be a heel. There might be better face attires, better heel attires, but overall, he is just a very liberal variation, so that is something good. I don't think I want to use this material anymore. I'm not a big fan of this material right now. So that is something. I'm using that. I like this. Which I'm doing that now, so they are a little bit more liberal. I like that JS right there for Jack Smith. Looks pretty cool, actually. I'm down with that. Thank you, Seth Rollins. I just said Seth Rollins. I've been hanging around some people who say Rollins, and now it's corrupted me. That's not his name. No smart man says Seth Rollins. I'm an idiot. Okay, well I got off on a tangent there. My bad. So continuing to move on, I'm gonna just pretend that just didn't happen. So like I said, the cause are a big reason why I'm restarting, because I wasn't happy with how they were looking. It wasn't really enjoyable for me to see them, because I feel like I didn't make them correctly. They were not being used properly with how they looked. How they were looked and how they were being used just were two different things that I wasn't really happy with. So now I'm moving on to another reason why I'm restarting. This is probably like the biggest reason, because it's the reason that made me start to think, hey, maybe I should restart. Maybe I should just cut it and change. Is because it is so hard to manage it. It was getting ridiculously hard to manage the universe mode, because making 2 shows a week, not 4, 3 with the pay-per-view, and then 3 again, or 4 depending on how you see it, with the women's tournament, it was so hard to do, and it was just extreme pain in the ass. So my way of fixing that is that I am going to just be having the 1 show on Thursday night. It's going to be IPW, and that's going to be my only show, because I cannot make 2 shows. If I was doing YouTube full-time, I probably still wouldn't be able to do the 2 shows, because it is a lot of work to make everything fit together, and I cannot do that just with everything how it is. That's an extreme amount of work that I just don't have the ability to put in. I want to, because I do enjoy it. It's just I can't do it. So that's something important. Management also is the biggest reason, because it does conflict with everything else. Management is like the biggest reason because it means everything else. Management is also a big reason why the storylines I'm not happy with because of course, you know, 5 matches in an hour-long show, and I need time for story development as well as character development. God, I hate this so much. I hate this so much. For character development as well as story development, it's not gonna work. Unfortunately, it just isn't. So I just need to manage it better, which is why it's honestly the first couple of episodes, I'm sorry, might look weird. They might seem odd, but I think you're gonna be able to work once I get into the groove of how to do it and make it, you know, so you guys can understand it well. A good example of what I'm looking at to make sure that I do it properly is Ring of Honor, because Ring of Honor has very good, you know, decent storylines. They have some very nice matches over there, but they are an hour-long show, multiple times a week, multiple times a week. They have a lot of time slots. They have more than WWE, I think, actually. So I'm looking at a lot of Ring of Honor because they can really make you understand a storyline in that hour-long show, so that it comes across nice. And that's what I do want to do because I can't make I can't make like a 2-hour-long show. If I could do a 2-hour show, I would have like no problem. But I cannot do everything I need to do in that 1 hour. So there is that. So like management's like the biggest reason why I decided to restart because it's just not working out the way I'm doing it. Everything's coming across either bad or half finished, which regardless is a bad thing to have. I don't want it to be bad, don't want it to be half finished. It's coming across as both or one or the other, and I'm not happy with it. So that is a big reason that I'm going to be restarting. I don't think I've actually stated when I'm going to restart. So let me just put that out there right now while it's in my head. I don't have an exact date. It's basically whenever the Cost Showcase mini-series ends. I'm thinking about this as a mini-series because I'm not really putting a whole lot of thought into the series. It's just so you guys can see what the cards are going to be when it restarts. That's all it is. So, for you guys, when you see Cost Showcase number 6 come out, I have the plan that Cost Showcase number 6 is only going to be... Actually, you know what? Saying it out loud, I'm probably going to call it IPW Showcase because it sounds better and it makes more sense with the title when I'm showing. I'm only going to be showing off the arena and the championships. When that's done, probably IPW will come out within the next 2 days after that because that's when it will actually start. So if I don't know, if IPW Showcase comes out on a Monday, just wait till that Thursday to have it come out, or if it even comes out like on a Thursday, then IPW probably start up maybe that Friday, maybe that Saturday, and I'll try to keep it consistent on a Thursday. I'll try to make sure that IPW will always stay on a Thursday, my time, Eastern Standard. I don't know what timelines are. I said timelines. Time is in other places. So for me, on Eastern Standard, so Thursday Eastern Standard Time will probably be where I'm going to be shooting for all IPWs to come out. Something that happened with the management was that I was getting episodes out, not super late, but not when I said they were going to come out. I said that things to come out like Monday nights. They would come out between the gap of where you might say Monday night or you might say Tuesday morning. I say personally that it's like 2 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, but some people would say it's just 2 a.m. Monday night because that's nighttime. No one's doing anything at 2 a.m. or nothing they should be doing at least. You shouldn't be doing anything at 2 a.m. You need to be asleep. I don't know what you're doing at 2 a.m., but it's probably not legal. So you need to stop it. You need to stop it right now. Drug dealers. Anyway, moving on. I'm thinking about these. I'm thinking about these piercings. I want to give them one, but these don't look very good actually. Moving on, we have two more reasons why I'm going to be restarting. The fourth reason is the show, which is a quick reason. I'm just going to run down it. I feel like it was a good idea in my head, but thinking about it and having it being executed, I don't think it was a good idea to have WCW as one of my brands, because it just wasn't. It didn't say. It was a good idea in theory, I think. A good idea in theory, bad in execution. That's pretty much it. And the shows themselves, the weekly shows, that was really it. I'm actually very happy with IPW, which is why I'm choosing to keep IPW as the name. But WCW I'm cutting. I'm not going to have any references to WCW. I'm going to pretend like this past 2.5 months basically never happened, because I'm thinking about it as like a test run. The past 2.5 months where I've been having WCW and IPW running side by side, I'm thinking about that as like a test run. I tried my best with it to see if it would work out, and it did not, so I'm just not going to, you know, put too much thought into it. I don't think I need to. And the pay-per-views themselves were actually pretty okay in terms of the show itself. The show, like, where storylines were coming together and everything was, that was the build-up for the past couple of weeks. Those are actually pretty decent. Something that I didn't like that I was doing was the names of the pay-per-views, which is kind of hard to say because I feel bad about that. But the very first pay-per-view number one for IPW and WCW was called The Beginning. Good idea in my head, not saying it out loud. Saying it out loud, it was stupid because it's just bad. It was a bad idea. So I'm gonna be fixing that by having better pay-per-view names for one thing, because that's a big issue, honestly. And I'm gonna be telling you guys this now because it doesn't really matter a whole lot. You're gonna find out anyway, and at this point I'm not super worried about it. The very first pay-per-view, or iPay-per-view, whichever you want to call it, for when the universe mode restarts will be Bound for Glory. Because that is also when the first champion will be crowned. That's also when champion will be crowned. So I just thought it would make sense. First champion will be crowned at Bound for Glory because he's bound. He's bound for glory. And this is a weird line, okay? So that will be the first thing going on here. I have also have a lot of other pay-per-view names. I have more than 12, so I have more than a year's worth. It's just an issue of when am I going to use it, which is not an issue, it's just a question. So that is that going on. So that's the thing that I'm going to be fixing. It was just the shows that I was going to be having a problem with. And I didn't mention this with the cause, and I apologize for that, but I'm thinking about it now, so I'm going to put it in this category. Although this should be in the call category, but I apologize, I forgot about it. I feel like people are gonna ask, so I'm just gonna put it out there. The women will be on IPW from the start. I probably won't have like 3 women matches every show, but they will be on the show from the start. I probably will not debut the women's championship for a while though, because I'm having that first whole month basically men only, because that's where the world championship is going to be decided. That whole month tournament, nothing but. So that is probably what's going to happen. I'm going to have the women. I'm not going to do what I did the original time with a test run where I had the women come in later. I'm just going to have them start but give them a championship later, which I feel is a better idea. I just don't want to have them just in my back pocket for so long. So, just in case anyone's curious about the women, that's where they're gonna be. So that's it for. I'm in the wrong section. That's it for the reasons of why I've decided to. Okay, this needs to be. Look, okay, this is not going to be well. This is going to be painful. That's the reason of why the shows are a problem. Now, the last reason is arguably the biggest reason. I said that management was, which management is a big reason, but this might be slightly bigger. Um, is because I'm just not enjoying it. I'm having fun making the episodes, but what's taking me out of it is that I keep messing up on a constant basis. And I need logos here. I need to have something here. Okay, I need to find the wrist tape where I can logoize. I keep messing up, and I don't like doing that, which is taking me out of it completely. And basically, this entire video has been a testament to my own screw-ups. I'm just like the all-American screw-up over here. It's like this whole video has been about. It's just been my screw-ups with the test run of the universe mode, the storylines, and everything in between. It's just been basically all this video has been about. All the mistakes that I've made have been taking me out of it, and it's not a huge deal because, of course, you know, nothing's gonna be perfect. You're never going to do anything perfectly. There's always gonna be a mistake made. The issue is that I feel like I'm constantly making mistakes with the test run, which took me out of it completely. Not even a little bit, just it took me out of it almost entirely, which is why I decided to restart. It's one of the things I decided that I had to do, make it better, make it just overall look nicer. I might change these gloves, because I'm actually down with these gloves, but I can't put anything on the wrist tape. So I might change the gloves. I actually like this glove, but I need something to bully with this. So that's the main reasons, guys. If you guys have any questions about the universe mode or how it's gonna be put together or anything like that, you can put them down in the comment section and I'll reply. It's just these 5 reasons why I've decided to restart the universe mode. I was enjoying making it. I like making the universe mode. I like having the colleague. It's a very fun idea, and depending on how it goes from this point on up to 2K18, I might have it run year round. I might not stop. There probably will be a gap in between 2K18, 2K17, 2K18, 2K19, so I can make the COD and so on, but I might just have IPW run year round. So, if you guys have any questions, hope you guys could, you know, have the courage to post them down in the comment description. What? What did I just say? That was not correct at all. If you guys have any questions, I hope you have the courage to put them down in the comment section. Hope you guys can enjoy the video. The universe mode will be starting up in the next couple of weeks. At the most, it will take a month for me to make all the cards I need. I need today. Once this card is finished, ooh, I like that jacket actually. I probably will need about maybe 20. I needed 23, so 23 minus 6. So I'm not gonna do any actual math because I suck at math. So let's just say 17. I need to make 17 cards within the next couple of weeks and make videos for all of them. Make sure they all look good, make sure they look presentable. And then the championships and the arenas. So I don't want that'll take a month. It probably won't, but at the most it will take a month. This time next month I'll probably be, hopefully I'll be like maybe 2 episodes in, 3. But anyway, hope you guys can enjoy the video. This is Jack Smith I've been making the whole time. Not finished yet, but you will see him in the next car showcase episode. Hope you all have a nice day. See you guys in the next episode, and peace out. Stay tuned for the rebirth of my universe mode. Stay tuned for Impact Pro Wrestling.